Hi, I'm Chuck, KK6USY, and this is Ham Radio Adventures. Today we're going to look at some wireless microphone setups. It's from Comica. It's called the WM300 II A. Here's a picture of the box. It looks like it focused in on the color there. So let's get with this review, and we're going to talk about this and try it out. Now, Comica asked me to review this product and give an honest review. Even though they did send it to me, any of my comments will be my own comments. They did not give me a script or anything like that. It's just you guys know me. When I review antennas, I test them against other antennas. I don't just test that antenna and say, oh, it made a contact. It's a really nice looking setup, very professional. I'll go through all the parts. I won't really do a total unboxing, but I did take the parts out and save some time there, and I'll show you all the parts that it came with. So this is set up for, on the box here, it says for XLR and camcorders. Your DSLR, which is what I'm using right now. All I did was, only thing I did to this was I lowered the volume just a little bit, and I am on the system right now. But later we'll take it off. We'll use just my camera at the same distance. We'll show you side-by-side comparisons of how the audio is on this thing. I did do a little test on it. It does sound pretty good, I have to say. And it also can work on your smartphones, okay? So it comes with, and we'll just look at the box here. So you have the receiver here, and then it has two transmitters. Now, the case on this thing, I'll go through the cases later, but this thing is built like a little brick, let me tell you. And I'm using this one right now. The distance on this thing is pretty good. I'll probably never use it over 50 feet. Pretty positive, and we will do a test at least 50, 60 feet to see how it does. But I'm pretty positive it's going to work fine. Now, it has a bunch of channels. I'll go through all that stuff later. But let's do a few comparisons. Like right now, I am on this. It's actually the microphone it came with. It's a lavalier mic. Now this thing also comes with things to hook your regular professional mics, like the one I use for streaming and stuff. Really nice mic. I don't have all the adapters. It came with the adapter to go into the system, but I don't have. I guess I need a double male or double female, I guess, to make it work. Had the same output. So later on, if when I find the parts, I'm sure I have them around here. I just have to find them. I'll do another test with it later just to see how it works, because sometimes I do audio out here and then I do audio in the studio or my ham shack, and there is a difference in the quality and the sound because of the microphone I use inside. But maybe I'll be able to do both from now on with this system. Now, this is not a system that I would probably really take out portable, especially with like my GoPro or my DJI Osmo One Action. It's as big as those cameras, but the thing is built. I mean, that's metal. I'm not sure if it's aluminum or steel or what, but it's. I mean, if you drop this thing, it'd probably hurt whatever it hit. I'm gonna switch out the camera and go just camera. I'll boost it up. You may hear a little noise in the background. That because the cameras usually don't have the greatest sound from the camera itself. The Sony's pretty good. My old Canon was pretty bad when you get it turned up. But we'll show you the difference. And if I can find my old boom mic, I'll throw that on too, and we'll compare a boom mic and why you probably don't want to use a boom mic for too far away. Okay, let me go over and pull this out and change the settings on the camera. All right, so this is the it's like a Pelican box that the system comes in, and pretty nice and sturdy. There's the inside. Let me turn it so we get a little better light on it. There's the instruction booklet, and it's pretty good. Got English, and then I don't know what the other language is. Now, it comes with three parts. Or the actual, you have a receiver, which is here, and then you have two transmitters. All right, so there's this one has two antennas, one for A, one for B. And you have your two transmitters. These go on the person that's talking, your talent, as they say. All right, let me just set these aside a second, and we'll show you what else comes in the package. So here is a microphone. This is the one we were actually using. Second microphone. Now this is the charging ports. So you push this in, and then it has three. It will charge all three at once. Okay. I don't know how long it takes. I've heard 3 or 4 hours if it's dead. Now this is your XLR, and if you see, it has this is what I would call the male side, but I need the opposite on both ends to be able to use my microphone, and I probably have that here someplace. I just didn't find it right away. I didn't look for it really. Comes with two dead cats. One's packaged still. This is what they look like. So that's for your wind. This is the plug-in that goes into your camera. Now if you look right here, this one screws. So this screws into these. Let me grab one. This would be like the microphone, but you push it in, you screw this in, then it won't pull out, so it won't come loose. This one actually goes in the receiver though. This one goes to your camera. And then you have this, you have three of these. These go on the back of, like this here. You can see it on this one. And that's a belt clip. I just don't have them all on yet. And then this one goes on your camera and then screws down to tighten it on. It also has a 1/4-20, as does the transmitters. They have 1/4-20s. This one doesn't. It might have a plug in there, I'm not sure. I might check that later. This is a receiver. So that will go onto your camera, or you can set it on a tripod if you want to. Okay, so here's this is a receiver, RX on there. Power button is right here. Comes on, it's got a nice little screen on it. Decent size, you can actually see it. I can actually see it without the readers. Okay. Has a set button here and an up and down here. If you can see the blinking lights right now, that's because it's looking for the transmitter. So let's turn the transmitter on, and these things pair up really, really fast. So I'll do the same thing here. I push the power button. The lights come on. And now it's paired. It usually pairs faster than that, to tell you the truth. All right, and then if you go in here, and I don't know what you guys can see, but you just hit the button to get it back on. So this goes through the menu, so you can go up. That's version, reset, language, backlit for how long, group A settings, group A settings again, I don't know why, there's different ones. And then this is the volume. So to do the volume, you push the set button, hold it. Now it's on 8. When I was recording, I was on 11. I turned it down, but just by toggling up like this, 10, back down to 8, and then hit set, and it's set. And all the settings are set like that. Okay. Now on the transmitters, we'll just turn it up. It's kind of the same stuff on here. Okay, so we go up. Say you want to mute this. So let's go up to the reset, language, backlit, muting. So in mutings, so it's enabled right now. But if you hold set, enable, okay, disable, and now set. So now it's muted. So hold it again, bring it up. We want to enable. So pretty easy to use, guys. Actually easier than some of the other ones I've used. And you got your two LED lights on here. You got your one saying, oh, it's unset for some reason again. It does that sometimes. Now it's reset. Now on this one, if you look here, it's really hard to see, but you have, just like on your phone, you have your strength of your of your signal coming in. So all in all, a really nice setup. This case is aluminum. The heft from it probably comes from the batteries. They're fairly heavy. I wouldn't call this the most portable setup, but the quality is really good on this thing. And let me just show you when you have these. Let's see which way I have it set. So down. So this little part goes on here. You click it in this little side over here, like that, and then you stretch it over to this side, pop it in. Now it's set to go. You can set them up both ways. So let's just turn this one on and see if it activates. See, it's already set. That's about how fast they usually set. Okay, guys. And this is the A unit. And then we turn the power off. Same thing. It goes to off. We lose it here. Power off. It goes to off. Now we've lost it here. And same thing here. Hold it. And it tells you it's off. So it's pretty easy to use. Now for my portable work, I'll probably still use what I've been using in the past, just because it's more portable. But if I'm out someplace and say I do an interview with some people, I may pull this one out. I may have it with me, but I may not always use it. Like I said, if you're going to put this on a GoPro or a DJI Osmo Action, it's technically bigger and heavier than either one of those. So not something I would use for those. Your charge cords plug in down here. You can charge all three at once, and it is a USB-C now, so that's nice. If you guys can see that, I don't know if you can see it. And then on top, this is the receiver. It has an input for your microphone for a headset. So if I was behind the camera, which I'm usually not, I could actually check the audio coming into the sets, and then it has an output here. This goes to the camera, and that would be these. Let's see, where's the plug? That would be this plug here. So you would just plug it in, and it does have the screw in, like I told you guys. So it locks it in there, and then you have your buttons. Okay, and then on the transceivers, you have a set for your mic, and then down at the bottom it has a USB-C also. Okay, so right now I am on the Comica, the one that the lavalier that it came with. So we're testing 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let me switch. Okay, now we're on the one that I usually use all the time. I think it's a Rode. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do you guys think? I'm kind of interested too. This is a test for me as well as it is for you guys, so that I can see what I get the best sound. Now, when you're doing videos, you got to have some content. But most people, if you have terrible audio and you have terrible video, they just turn you off. And and it just sometimes it's just content they turn you off for. But if your audio's not good, so you can't hear me, like maybe when I was using just the camera audio, a lot of people don't like that and they won't watch your videos. So if you're into videos, you know what I'm talking about. So this is the Rode again, testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now back to the Comica mic, and I'm trying to be the same volume and everything, and as you can see, they're both at the same level from my mouth. And the one advantage that the Rode may have right now, it does have a dead cat on it. Hopefully it's not too windy for you guys. I'm just using the foam. Now the Comica does come with a dead cat also, so I'd probably use that most of the time. I just didn't throw it on today because it wasn't windy when I came out, and as soon as I started to record, it got windy. So what do you guys think? Put it in the comments below if you like the Comica or you like the Rode. Okay, so now we are on the camera. My camera was set on number 2 with the Comica set up to it, and now it's set on 20. And this is the sound coming from the camera at about 6 to 8 feet. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you may get some background noise if you're listening on headphones, because the preamps on cameras can be a little bit noisy. This one's a lot better. My Sony's a lot better than my my old Canon. The Canon was kind of noisy if you turned it up at all. But the way to get rid of that is just turn your camera down, turn your mics up. So testing 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the camera. This is Sony 6100, Sony 6100 with nothing but just the camera audio. You tell me how it sounds. Put it down in the comments. I know this is about 60 to 70 feet, somewhere in that area, because I have a marker here that I usually use for pulling wire for our antenna kits. And I know this is anywhere from 50 to 70 feet here. Probably about 60. So how's the audio here? This is about as far as I'll ever be away from the camera, probably, most likely. Now, sometimes I get out and do things, but not very often. And I mean, you tell me, put down in the comments how it sounds here. I'll walk back slowly and try to think of something to say. I need to cut the yard. It's pretty bad. Maybe I'll get that done today. But hopefully the audio doesn't change any at all. Talking back and forth, 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I'm about 20 feet away. Okay, well, I hope this video was interesting enough for you guys to keep to the end here. I think there is in the comments section, I will have a way that you can order these yourself, or a link for you. Anybody out there that is doing videos or anything like that, this might be something you might want. I forget the price, it's somewhere around the $300 mark, so pretty comparable to a bunch of different types out there. You have the DJI, which are smaller. So if this video was of any help to you guys, or you liked it at all, hit that like button. It helps. It helps the channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and if you don't like the channel later, you can always unsubscribe. But make sure you hit that bell and hit all. That way you'll get all my future videos. I'm Chuck, KK6USY, and this is Ham Radio Adventures 73 all, and hope to catch you guys on the airwaves.